Hello everyone, welcome to Bio Classes. Today we will study disaster management. In this topic we will know about what is disaster, natural disaster and man-made disaster. So what is disaster? Disaster is a sudden change in the environmental condition causing excessive damage to human as well as plants, animals and surroundings. They are sudden, drastic and normally occur without any alarm or warning. Disasters can be classified into two groups, natural disasters and man-made disasters. So natural disasters. When disaster originates naturally, it is called natural disaster. Some common natural disasters are earthquakes, landslides, flood, cyclone, storm, tsunami, volcanic eruption, etc. These disasters cause enormous loss to life and property. Next, the man-made disasters. When the disasters are due to carelessness of human or mishandling of dangerous equipments called man-made disasters. Common examples of these disasters are train accidents, aeroplane crashes, leakage of poisonous gases like LPG, MIC, ammonia, methane, etc. Nuclear explosion, collapse of buildings, bridges, mines, etc. So, let us talk about natural disasters. Number one is the floods. Floods are one of the most common natural disasters occurring in many parts of the world every year. Floods occur due to heavy rainfall within a short duration of time in a particular region, which causes the rivers to overflow. Since most of the participation occurs within 2-3 months of rainy season, most floods occur during this time. In India, 190 districts have been identified as highly prone to flood. The most flood-prone areas belong to the Ganga, Brahmaputra rivers and their tributaries. Flooding in India is a major problem and some parts or the other is affected by flood during the months from July to September. Flood causes huge loss of life and property of the affected area. Flood affected areas face acute shortage of food and drinking water, great damage to agriculture and livestock. Besides, flood causes a number of waterborne diseases such as diarrhea, gastroenteritis, jaundice, etc. Impact on the environment. Rapid runoff causes soil erosion. Flood cause widespread damage to standing crops and degrade the agricultural land. Buildings, bridges, roads, sewer lines, power lines, etc. are damaged due to flood. Wildlife habitats and forests are often destroyed due to flood. Next comes the prevention, control and mitigation of flood. Though flood is a natural hazard, it is sometimes intensified due to undesirable human activities. The measures can be taken to control the extent of damage by flood include land use planning, building of physical barriers, preventing human encroachment and use of technology for relief. So land use planning. Proper land use planning in flood prone areas include demarcation of flood prone areas, construction work and concentration of population should be avoided in the flood prone areas. Afforestation should be done on the catchment areas of the river to control soil erosion and excessive runoff. Building of physical barriers. Embankments along the banks of river in densely populated areas, building of reservoirs to collect excess water during floods, construction of channels that divert flood water, preventing human encroachment. Human encroachment should be avoided in the floodplains and catchment areas. This would control deforestation and soil erosion, which would prevent excessive runoff. Next comes the use of technology for relief. Advanced communication techniques for flood forecasting and warning. It is done by the radio and television. Fast evacuation of people to provide relief in temporary shelters. Immediate supply of medicines, drinking water, food and clothes. Epidemic diseases must be controlled through spraying, vaccination, etc. Next comes another disaster, natural disaster, that is known as the cyclones. Cyclone is a natural disaster. It is caused due to rise of temperature in the sea surface for a longer time. Cyclone strikes suddenly out of low pressure formed in the sea water, take a spiral shape and rotate in the atmosphere. Mostly the cyclones extend horizontally from 150 to 1000 kilometers and vertically from surface to 12 to 14 kilometers. From low atmospheric pressure, cyclone move through stages of depression and deep depression before becoming killer cyclones with wind speed ranging from 115 to 350 kilometers per hour. The two distinct seasons in India for cyclones are pre-monsoon, that is May to June, and post-monsoon, October to December. A cyclone consists of a central region called eye with light wind extending up to 20 to 400 kilometers. A ring of very strong wind surrounds the eye. Impact of cyclone. The coastal low-lying areas are mostly affected due to cyclone. Widespread damage takes place in the form of uprooted trees, blown up rooftops, standing crops, injuries and death to human and animals. The affected areas are impoverished and are followed by spread of epidemic and diseases. Prevention, control and mitigation of cyclone. Number one is the use of advanced technology. Cyclones are detected and tracked by highly skilled meteorologists with the help of powerful radar and other instruments with signals coming from INSAT. Satellite images can track the movement and intensity of cyclones. In the first phase, there is a cyclone alert followed by cyclone warning. Number 2, hazard reduction initiatives. Increasing public awareness regarding cyclones. Listen to radio, television for cyclone warning and advice. Stay indoor and take shelter in the strong and safest part of the house. Development of underground shelter belts in the cyclone prone areas. Number 3 is the relief measures. Rushing relief to the affected areas in the form of medicines, flood, clothes, etc. Checking the spread of waterborne diseases should be done at the relief measures. Next comes another natural disaster, that is earthquakes. An earthquake is a sudden shaking or vibration of ground caused by disturbances in the earth's crust. It is considered to be one of the most dangerous and destructive natural calamities. Earthquakes occur suddenly with little or no warning. Although it is not as frequent as the other natural disasters, it can cause devastation and loss of life far greater than any other natural disaster. Earthquakes create panic, shock and fear among people because it is not yet possible to predict it and make timely preparation against damages. Many parts of the India are highly vulnerable to earthquake. These areas include Himalayan and sub-Himalayan region, Andaman, Nicobar Islands and Kutch areas of Gujarat. Earthquakes are seismic waves coming from the interior of the earth when one continental plate moves over another plate, floating inside the fluid of interior earth. There are many continental plates present interior to the earth over which the land masses are present. Land masses are present. Any shift or cracks on those plates cause earthquake whose effect is felt on the population present on the land mass over the plate. The magnitude of earthquake is measured by Richter scale. There is very little to prevent earthquake as it occurs inside earth due to natural causes. The precautions are very important to save various losses. These precautions are: the house building should be earthquake resistant. Bamboo material or very lightweight materials should be used in earthquake prone areas. People in earthquake prone areas should be taught to save themselves during earthquake. So next comes another natural disaster known as the landslides. Landslides refer to a rapid downslope movement of rocks or soil mass under the force of gravity. Landslides may occur when water from rain and melting snow seeps through the earth on a slopy surface and encounters a layer of loose, unstable material such as clay. Landslides mostly occur on unstable hillsides by the action of rain or snow that seep through the soils and rocks. This results sliding of earth and rock masses down of the hill slopes. These are further triggered due to deforestation and human encroachment on unstable slopes. All the hilly regions of our country are prone to landslides. Landslides can be controlled to some extent by providing slope support, for example, plantation on the hilly slopes, and minimizing human encroachment. These are the natural disasters. Man-made disasters. Man-made disasters are the results of carelessness during technological and industrial use. The disasters are in the form of accidents which occur all of the sudden and take a huge loss on life and property. Train accidents, plane crashes are included under man-made disasters. Leakage of toxic chemicals from the industries and accidents in the nuclear reactors has short-term and long-term effect on the environment and human health. Man-made disasters can be minimized by proper training to persons working in the hazardous industries. So this is about our disasters and its management. Thank you all.